Oh my gosh.
Okay. I think the next person on my line is Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm also from Idaho. I live close to Lacey. I started in February, and my favorite color, I wear pink champagne or goddess all the time, but like my favorite is Bella, but it's just kind of dark right now for the summer, so.
I'm like,
I love you and Bella.
But today I have that Coralina on, and it's not that bad.
It's pretty, huh?
It's really bright. You can't tell how bright it is in here, but it's pretty bright, and it's bright for me.
Just
wait, you got Coralina on?
Lacy color. I was like, I can't wear that. It's a lacy color.
Selena.
What?
Say hello and your favorite color thus far.
Hey y'all. I'm Selena. I also live in Idaho, close to Lacey. I'm a nurse at our local clinic. Been doing it now for 2.5 weeks, right, Lace? 2.5 weeks, and so far, my favorite color is probably roseberry, I think, so far.
I love that. Michelle's like, no.
I don't really like roseberry. Sorry.
Michelle.
I really want to like it because everybody likes it, but it looks brown on me. So I'm like,
Oh, I love it.
You like that? Okay. Tawny.
My turn.
Apparently we knew each other, by the way.
What?
But apparently we knew each other in college. We just didn't really know that.
Yes.
That's too funny. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm from Arizona, and I know Catherine from Boise State because I lived in Idaho for 10 years, and I recently just moved my family back to Arizona. So I'm in Pine Top, Arizona right now. Wow. And I just started. What? It's been like 2 weeks?
Yes.
Woo! Me too, Tony. We're the newbies.
Yeah. And let's see. My favorite color, I've only tried 2, but out of the 2, I would say I really love pumpkin spice. And I really hope that they release something like it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's where I'm at.
I love it. All right. Sherry, you're
And
next.
she has babies. She has all these little babies, too.
I got lots of babies.
All right, I'm Sherry, and I live in Colorado, and I have been doing this just for a few weeks, right, Catherine?
Yeah.
And my favorite color, so hard, because every time I get a new color, it's my favorite color.
I know.
Like, this is my favorite.
So my recent color was Fly Girl, and I love it.
Yes.
Oh.
Gina's winning.
Sherry, that's what I'm rocking today is Fly Girl.
I love that color.
All right, Miss Camille.
Hi, Camille.
Hi, Camille.
Sorry, I'm trying to put my baby to sleep.
Hi, Kai.
Aw.
I started about 6 months ago. Good night. And my favorite color is Fire and Ice.
That's
Woo!
Ooh.
Is that what you're wearing?
No, I'm wearing She's Apples.
Ooh!
But it's
Good
like
on
half
you.
off.
You got your
I love that.
you got your package?
Yeah.
Who signed for it?
Some lady upstairs, I don't know.
And you know when you're going to
I was on the phone with FedEx for like 2 hours. Morning.
God.
Trying to track it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. It looks so good on you. It looks awful on me. It looks so bad.
It looks pretty bad on me, to be honest.
It does
I don't know.
not.
No, isn't it funny how each color can just pull so many different tones?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Holly, my coworker who walks blue red, cannot rock She's Apples.
Too orange for her.
It is way too orange for her.
Okay, I wore She's Apples yesterday, and it's just, I think I put on a little too thick. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, and I'm like, oops. But it's
Yeah, how many-
definitely a fun color. Coralina's really pretty too. It's a little bit lighter, but it's really fun.
Hey.
Okay, you guys, I am so excited we are all here. I was looking through my notes earlier, and I'm like, where do I even start with Pit Stop, right? Pit Stop was insane. Energy there is unreal, and it's just so cool to see people outside of the company that work with our company in tears, right? Grown men in tears who are not part of our company, but they are working alongside our company and with Joni, and they were bawling their eyeballs because of how thankful they are for our company and what we represent in our hearts and stuff. So to me, that was like breathtaking. I'm like, wow, like it's not, people representing us. They're just people who see the excitement in the business. They see the heart of the business. And that is something that I kind of want to go over with you guys today. I have part of what the inspirational speaker, the motivational speaker talked about, and then I have part of just kind of about the company and some things to take away and maybe implement into your own business after this call. But one of the biggest quotes that came to me, and I posted it today, was, if you don't shower together or sleep together, then you don't get to make my decisions for my life. And when she said that, I was like, oh, like a light bulb went off in my head. And the reasons being is I am just an everyday person too. I get nervous. I feel like people are judging me. I'm always nervous what people are going to say. And there's a part of me that's like, I don't really care. But deep down inside, there's parts of me that really do, right? I've been insecure a lot of my life. I've been so worried about what other people are feeling or what they're thinking of me that I forget that it's what my family needs. It's what I need. It's not what they need. So when she said that, it really does not matter what other people say. You can take that whether it's nervous recruiting people or nervous putting your life out there. God really put on my heart Her Life Out Loud, right? That is kind of my thing and what I want from my life. And that means sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And not caring what decisions I made. I had a lot of people give me flack for leaving Beachbody and coming into makeup. They're like, oh, well, I can't support you in that. And I'm like, well, that's fine. Like, you don't have to, right? I'll find people who do want to support me. Anyway, so that quote was huge. And this is an acronym. I think they're called it's called STORY. But these were some key points that I'm really excited about in this business, especially because when you're your own CEO, you're your own owner, it can be kind of crazy, right? You're going to get a lot of emotion. You're going to be hot up, excited one day. You can be really down one day. When you're dealing with a group of girls, right? When you're signing on girls, you're helping them. And it can be exhausting. It can be like, oh, they have 15 more questions. Okay. And then you get a customer complaining here. And we're Nordstrom. We are giving them great customer service. And I'm totally going to nurse real quick. And so this is what was kind of a key thing for tonight that I decided to talk on. And I'm going to probably be doing more videos about what else went on. But it was called STORY. And S stands for struggle up, right? Don't complain. Don't complain. But if it's a valid concern, take it to your upline or call the company, right? Something to stay positive about. And one thing that she was just saying is just like, be careful of how we talk to our spouses, right? If we're complaining to our spouses, oh, so-and-so said this and da-da-da, and the product didn't come out today, and the UPS man did this, and da-da-da. Like, if we're complaining to them, we have to be so careful because we need to treat them as one of our downlines, right? We're not going to complain to our downlines that the company's frustrating you. You're going to be like, guys, we're going to look for the positive in this. So I think that's one of the biggest thing is we have to wake up and decide every single day that we're going to love what we're doing here, right? We're going to love that we can use this business as a tool or as a vehicle for bigger and brighter things in our lives. even on those days it's really hard and we want to complain. So struggle up, right? Oh dear, we have a cranky baby. You want to go say hi? May I have a fever of 101? The next thing is T. For story is T. It says, tell the future. You guys, this is what excites me. Be excited about what this business can do for you. Tell a future for yourself or for your team. For example, we are going to be getting temporary packaging. Oh my gosh, look at that baby.
Sorry, she's crying.
We're going to be getting temporary packaging, right? The caps are going to be bigger. It looks totally silly on the packaging, but guess what? We can sit here and say, oh my God, this packaging is so not da-da-da-da-da. When really we can say, this is allowing us to get you guys product. This is like, sorry that the packaging looks a little funky, but this is the only way right now because we are making such massive amounts and this company is moving so fast and pushing in like such a forward motion that we have to do temporary packaging for a little while. Otherwise, you're not going to get product. So if you tell a future and saying, look at why we have to do temporary packaging, then people are going to be able to like, wow, this company really is going somewhere. This business really is. Or if you're providing hope and inspiration and love for people, you're going to be able to help others see the future and what you want, or you can tell it to your team. It totally froze. Am I still there? I don't know if I froze. You guys froze. But am I there now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry. It froze for a minute, so I was waiting. If you guys provide hope and inspire other women or the people on your Facebook page, right? If you're just providing hope, love, and inspiration and telling a story of what you want, maybe it's what you want out of motherhood, or maybe it's what you want out of this business, or being a wife. Maybe it's just sharing that hope and inspiration of where you want to be. In every aspect of your life, you're going to be able to tell the future, or in your team page, or with your customers, or with you with your customers, like being able to just share, like being excited of like how beautiful or how confident they're going to feel, being able to have lipstick that doesn't come off, or makeup that maybe hides scars or blemishes that they're really insecure about. Another thing about telling the future, and I don't know why this was in here, but I'm going to just say it anyways, but, so tell the future. You can ask Catherine, the place that we were at in Oklahoma and Tulsa was not the nicest place, right? You're coming from small town Haley, Idaho girl to having people following you because they want money or they're homeless or whatever. And I'm like, why did she have us host a freaking event, a massive event in this town, right? I'm like, why? Well, come to find out, it's because she has a hope and an excitement to change Tulsa and the surrounding area. She has a hope and an excitement, like I have a hope and excitement to change the world with lipstick, right? Changing the world with lipstick. I keep saying that. I'll have to do a slide for you guys, and I don't have them on here. I should have made a slide, but we are making a 2 million square foot building, distribution, packaging, all this different center, right? It's going to take 3 to 5 years, and they're going to do it in sections. But this 2 million square foot area is going to provide jobs in this area, right? These people need jobs. Not only that, is she's making a huge park. Like there's a huge park so that her employees feel like they have a space to go, and they feel like it's not like go to work and just go home. And not only that, but when they told us this, I was in shock. She showed us, you go down this road, and she showed us this massive clubhouse that they decided to design. And I get chills talking about it now, but she wants to design this massive clubhouse for the families who work at the distribution center, who work at the packaging center. She wants to provide a place that their families can go and enjoy a nice this really, really nice place where it has an open patio, it has a pool. I mean, it has everything. It's a clubhouse. And when I saw that, and I saw all the things that she has planned for, with using the money from the company, right? Using our company to be able to change Oklahoma, to be able to change wherever they are, change the world, I guess you could say. That's when I saw the heart of the company, and I was like, we are part of something so much bigger, you guys, than lipstick and cosmetics. They're restoring a whole building, and I'll have to make a post about it. They're restoring this huge building back to its original state and making it so that it's like a bakery, coffee shop, and something else, and it's going to be able to provide jobs, right? And her hopes is to give these buildings a facelift so that the rest of the town will start. Usually what happens is one person kind of gives it a facelift, and then everyone starts kind of trickling afterwards, and then that town will now be not run down where like it has been. And so when I heard her heart in that, I was like, yes, like that is the type of business that I want to represent and that I'm thankful and beyond blessed to be a part of. So it's telling the future. O is optimism. I don't know about you, but it is kind of hard to be positive and optimistic about a lot of the changes in the last few months. For those of you who have been in the out of stock issue, it was hard. It was hard being positive about it, but we had to be positive. We had to be positive for our customers. We need to be positive for our team. Be optimistic in everything that we have, right? There's always something worse that could happen is how I look at it. One thing that we talked about is a lot of times being optimistic, you will find that people are annoyed of you. They're like, ugh, why are you so happy all the time? But I would rather be so happy that it makes people leave who aren't wanting to be positive, because I don't want to be around people who are not positive, right? One other thing that she's talked about in optimism is, what else is this business going to make possible for you? What are you excited about? What do you want from this business that's going to make possible? I can tell you right now that Catherine has a story, and Michelle has a story, and Camille wants something in her future, and Sherry, and Selena, and Tani, and I do not know how to say your name, my dear, who just joined. Is it
Akasha?
Akasha, okay. We all have something that's more than just lipstick and cosmetics, you guys. We have something in our hearts that we want something more from, right? So start thinking, what do you want this business to be a vehicle for? I can tell you, I like our team hashtag, or what I'm going to use, I'm a weirdo, I love hashtags, is change the world with lipstick. I want to change lives through this business. Whether that's donating to my community to make this a stronger and more beautiful community for kids to follow their passions, or whether it's helping donate towards Destiny Rescue, because Catherine has put that in my heart and has taught me all about Destiny's Rescue, and seeing her passion for it and wanting to donate towards that, or being able to change lives because I have a lot of extra money to be able to do the water source that my husband wants to help with. He has this water source thing. Those are things that you have to positively look at of what this business can do for you to change your future, to change your family's future, to change lives around, people around you, their future, and people who need help. So if you look at it that way, it's like this, hi babe, this business is awesome because it's going to be able to drive you to something so much more than just this. This is just a vehicle. And then the R is rewrite your story. And this was something that really I am passionate about, because a lot of times I get stuck in my past. A lot of times I look back, well, in my past, well, when this or when that. And sometimes you have to take every single day to start over, right? When you're just getting out of the past or something that may have happened to you, every single day you have to choose to start over. Every single day you have to choose to start into your new life, into what you want to go into. And what we were talking about is just, it's one day at a time, you guys, one day at a time. And my thing is definitely like stop bringing that past into what your future holds. This is scary for me. This is something that I think is so huge, and I believe 100% that our lives are going to be changed through this business. And I will take my past issues that I've had, and I'm like, I hold myself. I'm like, oh, but fear is holding me back. I'm scared because of this, or in my past something happened, or my business failed with Beachbody and Norwex and all these other things. So this business will probably fail too. Like, I have those thoughts. Like, I'm human. I'm not perfect, and I'm learning just as much as you guys are in this business to move forward. I think that one of the biggest things of rewriting your story, you might, right now, you might not have the big dreams and the big goals right now, right? I know where I want to go.
You know what health insurance is.
I know where I want to.
She literally thinks life insurance, which she sees at night because it's on all.
I have
the
no
cable
idea who
news
that
shows
is.
at night, talking about life insurance. Oh, $12 a month, and you have life insurance.
It's Catherine.
What do you think fucking health insurance is?
Is that you, Catherine?
No, I was
He
muted.
was muted.
Okay, so anyways, I hope someone gets life insurance because it's really good. But you might not have the big dreams and the big goals right now. You might not know what your future holds. That's something that I have really pondered on. It's something that I've really prayed about. I know after 2.5 years where I want to go now, right? I know that, and I have that direction. But maybe this is something new for you guys. Maybe it's something new to say, you know what, where do I want to go? What dreams do I want? And you don't have to have big dreams or big goals to be able to pursue this business. You have to have a purpose, and you have to have a why. If you don't know your why or your purpose and what you want to do, that's something that you need to focus on. My why is I don't want to be the typical stay-at-home mom that just sits around, right? And no offense, I want something bigger for my life, and that's what I want. I want to be able to provide stuff for my family that I was told no because my parents couldn't afford it, right? My dreams, my passions, all those things. So find out your why. Really dig deep and be like, why do you want this business to succeed? And start rewriting your story. And see what your future holds. I want you guys to understand in this business, I understand like there are a lot of times I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't say that, or I don't want to go live, or I'm nervous because someone might think something of me, or what if I mess up and say something stupid, or you know, the list can go on, right? Whatever it is, or I shouldn't make that post because so-and-so might think this of me. Here is what we have found out, and people have said multiple times this past weekend. People are not thinking of you or what you said, and usually about 5 minutes after you've said it, they don't care anymore. They're on to the next thing, right? And a funny thing is they're like, get over your damn self. And I was like laughing because I just read that book, but get over yourself, right? And I had to tell myself, get over yourself. It doesn't matter. Like if it's something on my heart or what I'm passionate about or something that I said, even though I'm nervous to think of what people are going to say, they're not going to care. Really, they're not. And you have to make sure that you're speaking your truths and who you are. And maybe that's, you know, new things for your future or whatever that is, and people don't believe in you, but you need to just say things or speak your heart. Or if you're like, I'm so scared that people might think I'm trying to sell them lipstick, or I'm scared to say anything about lip scents because people aren't going to care. Now, if you're talking about it and bombarding them, that's a totally different story. But if you're doing a live video about how lipstick's going to change the world, or how lipstick did this for you, you feel more confident, they're going to be like, yeah, and then they're on to the next thing. Now, you might inspire people, but stop dwelling on what people are going to say and what they're thinking, especially when it comes to the fact that 87% of people that we know are not prepared for an emergency, right? They, and this was just kind of lumped in this because this is like where our story is, or like where I'm at right now and why I'm rewriting my story. They said 87% are unprepared for an emergency. How many of you guys would be able to afford new tires if your tires blew out? I wouldn't be able to, right? So it takes, most people all people need monthly. Most people are looking for $300 to $500 a month, right? And when I look at this business, I'm like, holy cow, I believe that this could be the driving thing that people need, right? Only $300 to $500. And don't be afraid to like talk to people about this business. If you like it or you're passionate about it, share your heart in it. And maybe that a certain someone's name comes on your heart and you're like, oh, but what are they going to think of me? Talk to them, because you have no idea. Maybe they need a new set of tires and this business is going to be able to provide that for their family. $300 to $500 is hardly anything. When it compared to like, people aren't looking to make $50,000 to $150,000 a month, right? They're looking for smaller amounts that's going to provide food for their table, shoes for their kids, different things like that. So when you are being nervous about posting about your business, just don't worry about it, because you have no idea what people need. And then this is going to end in 10 minutes, of course. We might have to get back on here for a minute, but I just had a few more things. But why is you? Something that you have to think about you and how you're presenting yourself for your team, for your customers in your life. And that something is speak life and speak grace into people. You have the power to change, right? You have the power to change the situation, and everyone is frozen, and I have no idea if you can even see me right now. So I'm going to wait a minute. Why does this internet suck so bad?
It's just frozen.
I'm back!
Okay, good. That was a little awkward.
Computer sucks. It's my internet. Stupid cock.
Oh, you, because we were fine.
Okay. I don't know where I ended, but you have the power to change, right? Each one of you guys have the power to change if you choose to change, if that's what you want. And you can use this business to change. One thing that really inspired me was don't give up what you want most for what you want right now, right? There's a lot of things that I want right now, and I get so frustrated to the point where I'm like, I get so mad. And even though I want certain things to happen right now, I'm willing to wait for what I want and see that bloom, right? So the last thing on the why is your story matters. And I've said this over and over again my entire, the last 2 years, or a year and a half. And then she said it, and it says, your story matters. Each individual story matters, right? You have no idea the lives that you can change just by sharing. I posted about having a miscarriage. I've posted about tons of different things that I was really nervous to post about. And I thought people would just be like, oh, she's looking for attention. But those parts of my story mattered. And you know how many people talk to me now about miscarriages or feel the openness to be able to just have fun in life and be able to talk about deeper things or just share their joy in their life and not be afraid to share it, via social media. So don't think that your story doesn't matter. Each one of you guys are here for a purpose, and you are each here to live out that purpose. So that's kind of what the acronym was, just story. And I figured that I'd be able to at least say some things or a lot of things. But then I wanted, because this was actually a social media platform, how many of you guys are have always been on social media? At least for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I lived away from family, that was the only way I could communicate to everyone at one time.
Yeah. My thing with that is a lot of things in our team are going to start changing, and I'm really, really excited about this change. The reason being is when I was there and I heard that some of the top coaches, their groups were not really working for them I said, okay, I'm not the only one. And so I'm choosing to find other platforms to work my business. So I am excited to start. I'm going to try to get a thing together and videos and a whole thing together for you guys. But social media has to be what works for you, right? Maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's a business page, maybe it is a group, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's Snapchat. There have been people in this business who have built $1 million businesses through Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all of the different platforms. So my biggest thing for you and on the social media aspect of tonight is to really start thinking about the social media avenue that you want to do, right? And just share your story and just be who you are and talk about what you want to talk about. Don't be afraid not to post or to post things. But if your Facebook group is not working, or if something that you're doing is not working for this business, find something that is, right? Take time and start exploring new areas. I have started a Facebook like page, a business page, and more on Instagram. So I'm playing around with that, and I'll give you guys tips and tricks from what I've learned. So social media wise, if it's not working, try something else. There's tons of platforms that you can get to work, and you're gonna find something that is totally your jam. My other thing that they talked a lot about is be you and don't copy, right? Have fun or enjoy like looking at other people. Like I more recently was like, Heather's posting this and Brittany's posting this and this big leader is posting this, and I'm like, oh, they're posting this and they're doing such a good job. And then I had nothing. I'm like, I just suck at what I do, and I just need to be like them, right? I'm going through these same things trying to figure out who I am. And the biggest thing that they talked about is don't copy. Even in your store, like you can there's things that I take that I'm like, okay, this is definitely great. Or like from team pages that I'm like, I'm not going to reword this. This is just what was said. But when you guys are in your group, you have to be you, right? You can't take a Heather's post or someone else's post and just copy and paste it right in there. So just make sure that you guys are being you and being original, because your customers know who you are. They want to hear your voice and your passion and your heart behind certain things. And you don't even have to just post product. Like if you're choosing to do, and that's why I'm choosing to do a business like page, is because I want to share my story on there, right? It's like my Facebook page, but I'm just doing it on a like page. I want to share my story. I want to share about my kids. I still want to share about life. What? No. I'm sharing about life, and then I'm sharing about the product as well, right? And I'm going to do it without any shame at all, because I know that people are going to like my page if they want to learn more about the makeup, or they want to learn more about colors or business opportunity. So I'm going to talk about it. But just be you in those posts, right? Take ideas, take maybe lines from people's posts that you really liked or inspired you, and then turn around and make it your own, because you're going to start attracting those people who want to be on your team or want to be your customer. And that is something that I've struggled with, and I'll just be 100% honest. Okay, I don't know how much time we have, but if this cuts off, I have like 2 more things to talk about.
You have 2 minutes.
Dang it. Oh yeah, people like your quirks, right? They like the fact that you maybe are weird on camera and you do something funny, or you like, I don't know. People like the little things of who you are, because that's what makes you you. We talked about that this weekend. Okay, so relationship with this business. Okay, so this business is relationships, guys. It's about building relationships and friendships. I can tell you that I'm closer to Camille than I've ever been. I'm closer to Selena than I've ever been. I'm closer to Catherine than I've ever been. I'm closer to Michelle than I was even in my old business, in our old business, right? With that being said, that's the same for your customers. And the biggest thing that they talked about, and I'm not kidding you, our top girl is earning $150,000 a month. She's earning 6 figures a month, right? That's hard for me to fathom. $5,000 is hard for me to even think about. But when you talk to the big girls in the company, you're like, well, what are you doing? Thinking it's something special. And they're like, it's relationship building. It's getting in-home parties because it's a relationship right here. Facebook parties are great if you know how to make them super relationable. Like if you're able to make them not how I've been doing mine. So I'm not going to do any more Facebook parties until I can get mine more of a relationship somehow. Anyways, they said, you know, you do in-home parties. You talk to people. You build relationships. Yes?
It's going to go off. Do you want us to get back on?
Yeah, can we quit right now? And will you guys hop back on real quick? It's the same link.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll be done talking. I'm going to end it. Thanks, Michelle.